Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 15 in college football. We're talking right now with Indian Cowboy from DocSports.com. Indian Cowboy, longtime successful professional handicapper and one of the most popular handicappers in videos on YouTube and on the internet. He's going to cover the SEC championship game, Alabama, Missouri. Indian Cowboy, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks for having us, Pete.
All right, before we hear your take on this huge game, I know a lot of people are wondering about it. Maybe a lot of people looking forward to it for fan purposes, not necessarily sure what to make of it from line value purposes. First, just give an overview of what's going on at Doc Sports, because I know that it's a lot more than just football right now, right?
Yeah, things are going great for us. Right now, we're on record pace in the NBA. We're number one and across all the sports monitors. We're 25-10 in the NBA this year. For 71%, for plus 5150. We've won 7 in a row because we only do the one play of the day system, as you know, so we've won 7 straight. We go into tonight, hopefully for our 8th straight with a 7-star step-out selection. We're 72% in step-out selections for 2 years as well. The step-out selection is actually on the over in the Philadelphia versus Minnesota game. Whenever two bad teams get hooked up together, 4 wins between each other, games have a tendency to go over. So hopefully that'll be 8 in a row winners for us. We've hit as many as 22 in college basketball. So between NBA and college basketball, we were at 156 and 102 last year for 58% for plus 17,310. So now we're on record pace. We might put up something around plus 25,000 alone in the NBA, which would be a record pace where no one else has accomplished that record pace. So we're 25-10. We do about 96 to 105 NBA plays per season. So who knows? Last year we were we had dominated last year, so I don't know. We might even hit 75% of the NBA this year. We're easily number one in the Oklahoma City Sports Monitor and all the other monitors. We're excited about it. Hockey's 36-17 for the season. It's going extremely well. And of course, we do the daily free videos. I think we're 33-10 over the last, and we're on a 10-2 run, 35-10 and 10-2 run in the comp selections every single day on the daily videos too. So be sure to subscribe to the daily videos when you get a chance.
Damn, Indian Cowboy. Those are some serious numbers right there. I'm freaking impressed. All right. Well, Alabama, Missouri. Let's see what you can tell us about this game right now. Missouri, this game, of course, is being played in the Georgia Dome, neutral site. Missouri's a 14.5-point dog. Total right now that I'm seeing is 48.5 or 49. And, Missouri is off of one extra day of rest, but it seems like they're kind of outmatched here. Is there any way they can hang? I'm not exactly sure. I mean, they have covered their last 4 games in a row, though, and they are 8-3 against the spread over their last 11. So they have been covering. They haven't been an undervalued team. Alabama, are they the kind of team? I mean, they covered in the Iron Bowl, right? Not by a lot, but they did get the cover. In most years, I think I'd lean Alabama. This year, not quite sure what I think of this game. What's your take on it, Cowboy? Tough line.
Well, yeah, I mean, Alabama is my team, obviously. It's the team that I love dearly. So I know Alabama pretty well. And keep in mind that we were on Alabama last week to beat Auburn because the public was on the underdog. Whenever the public is on underdog, you take the favorite at that time. And that's one of the rare instances where the public loved the 9.5 in the rivalry game, but it went the other way. Missouri's a really undervalued team, like you said, back-to-back SEC East champs. They never get any respect. They were 8-4 ATS this year as well. Not to mention they've won 6 in a row straight up. Keep in mind that Alabama had really killed this team on the road last year, 42-10. They routed them. The line was 40.5. So Missouri has a lot of revenge from that game. But it's difficult to see Missouri hanging tough, but they probably will hang tough. But the public is on the underdog, so that's a reason to be wary. But we like the under here for a couple of reasons. One, Missouri is not going to give up 42 points here like they did last year. They're going to make a lot of changes, lots of revenge. Those guys in 2012 are still there on that team. Many of them are still there. Alabama's due for a letdown after scoring 48 against Western Carolina and 55 against Auburn, who just fired their defensive coordinator 2 days ago. Alabama, my team, has a tendency to struggle against good defenses, putting 20 against LSU in overtime, 25 against Mississippi State, not to mention putting up 14 against a very good Arkansas defense, 17 against Ole Miss, as you know. So when Missouri might be the toughest defense they faced all year next to Mississippi State. Missouri is extremely disciplined. That's how they win games. They gave up 14 points to Arkansas, 21 to Tennessee on the road, 27 to High Offense, Texas A&M, 10 to Kentucky, 14 to Vanderbilt. The way Missouri hangs stuff, one of the biggest, Missouri was a 6.5-point dog early this year to South Carolina, 21-20 final. 41 points were scored in that game on a total of 61. So the only way Missouri hangs tough in this game is through their defense. Alabama's in for an offensive letdown. Missouri, they have revenge from 2 years ago. They will make all the necessary changes. And at the end of the day, Alabama, I love Blake Sims, but he's a running back playing quarterback, but yet he still has great guts and he makes plays right when he needs to. But we like the under here for all those reasons. And keep in mind, the under is 6-1-1 for Missouri following a straight up win, not to mention the fact that they're 3-1-1 in their last 5 conference games as well.
All right, well, that's a very strong argument, very compelling argument. I'm sure that most people would just look at this and their first thought would be, okay, I like your reasoning, but 49 is kind of a low total, under 50, always treacherous to take the under. That doesn't bother you?
No, I mean, I think the reason why the total is set low is because it's supposed to be low scoring. I think that's why they have it at 40.5. Last time these two teams hooked up, it was 40.5. And now it sits at 48 or whatever it might be right now. So 48.5. So it's not that surprising. It's actually an 8 to 9 point jump since the 2012 line when Alabama was on the road, and that line is going to keep going up. Everybody's going to keep taking the over in that game because they think Alabama themselves can put up that many points. But Missouri's beck and call is their defense. That is the strongest suit. Alabama's beck and call is their defense. That is their strongest suit. It's going to be a pretty ugly game, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like 30-17, something to that extent, or maybe Bama scores late and takes the public with them. But it's likely going to be low scoring at the end of the day.
All right, very interesting analysis. Indian Cowboy liking the under 49 right now is widely available in Alabama, Missouri. Thanks so much, IC.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.